Casey Neistat is vlogging again. So about a year ago, I made a video where it was kind of a response video to Peter McKinnon. Peter McKinnon made a video called, I think it was called For Creators, and For All Creators or something like that. And it was just kind of him speaking from the heart. And he did a video like this recently, again, almost like a follow-up about kind of not becoming stagnant and you know, just pushing yourself to be creative and just pushing yourself forward in general. And you know, I find those videos to be very encouraging. So when he did his last year, I made a follow-up, not a follow-up, but a reaction to said video. So I kind of wanted to make another video in that vein of reacting, or just kind of giving my thoughts, you know, in case you even care. But Casey Neistat is another creator like Peter McKinnon that I follow, like many of you follow. And you know, I kind of admire in a way, because you know, they're able to do something that they love. And I mean, I guess I admire anyone that is able to do something that they love, do it well, and make a living from it. And so these two gentlemen kind of like check off all three of those boxes. They're able to do something that's really cool, be a YouTuber, create content, be creative. I mean, it's kind of like what's in their DNA to do. They're able to do it well, as evident by the fact that they have a tremendous following and they are successful at it. And also they're successful at it because, number three, they're able to make a living from it. And those are the three things that I think, at least for me, I would love to get to that place. I find myself in a place where I am in a career, I'm in a job that I didn't particularly want to stick around at for this long. But I do get to be creative, and I do have it's a good environment as far as people that I work with, and I can't really complain, but it's very easy to become kind of, I don't even know if it's contentment, but complacent maybe, or just kind of like you settle. And that's, I think a lot of people find themselves in that place where they settle for that 9-to-5 life, and that job, that career job becomes a job, and then it just becomes this thing that you just trade 8 hours a day for a paycheck. And I feel like that sometimes. So my goal is really to one day be able to do things like this, make content, make videos, be more creative, push myself to be more creative, and get better at it so that I can be successful at it, and hopefully do that number three, which is make a living from it. But the thing about Casey that makes him special is he's not a superstar. He's not ego-driven. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, but I'd like to believe that over the course of his life of his channel, which has been around for a while now, he's been pretty authentic in the sense that, you know, he is who he is. He's like Popeye, you know, I is who I is. And he basically puts his life and his heart on his sleeve. He wears it on his sleeve, and that's him, you know. Maybe for the theatrics of doing these videos, I mean, you know, it took me like 10 minutes to film the opening of this video, because I had to film myself walking out and keep moving the camera and position it and all that stuff. So yeah, it does take a little bit of, I guess, acting, because you're setting up certain shots. It's not like 100% natural. I don't have a camera person following me around, and neither does he. So I think to some degree, some of his reactions and the things that he maybe is going to talk about or say are a little bit planned out in his head. Maybe not 100% scripted, but probably some of it is kind of scripted in his head so that he kind of has an idea of what he's going to do, what he's going to say, and then boom, he does it and says it. So, but all that to say is I admire the guy. He has been able to do those three things: do something that he loves, do something that he's good at, and make a living from it. And I think that is, I wouldn't say that's the American dream, but that's a dream right there. That's a dream, a really good dream, and a really good goal to have in life in general. No matter what career you're in, no matter what, where in life you are, school or starting a career, or in the middle of a career like I am, or maybe at the tail end of a career where now you're looking to do something different. You're maybe at the point where you're gonna retire, or you're able to retire, and you're able to now say, okay, what do I want to do that I've always wanted to do? I think you should never stop working. You should always continue to do something, because I think when we stop doing stuff, I feel like life and the world is kind of like sinking sand. So as long as we keep like running on the surface of it and keep moving forward, we'll be okay. It's when we stop that we start to sink, if that makes sense. But anyway, Casey Neistat started vlogging again, and it's interesting because they're different than what he used to do. By nature, it was because he was in New York, and because he, New York was like a central character in his vlogs, and all the things, and his office. I mean, you had New York, his office. These were have become like kind of iconic things, iconic characters. Where he is now in California, his life is different. He's more grounded, I think, more of a family man in a sense. And so his vlogs kind of reflect that. I may be so bold to say sometimes he seems a little bored, and I think it's because of where he is in life right now, this stage in life, and we all go through seasons, and that's totally understandable. So he's looking for things to keep his juices flowing, and I think going back to these daily vlogs, I think, is what is helping him, I think, cope with that and grow and kind of evolve. And when I say evolve, I mean like the next step to the next step. What's the next step in his life? What's the next step in his career? Because obviously you never want to stay put. You want to keep moving forward, and he's pushed himself to keep moving forward. I mean, if you look at his early vlogs and even the things that he was dabbing in as far as like companies that he started and stuff like that, he's always trying new things. And I think that's something that we should all keep in mind, that we when we find something that we become successful at, don't just hey, easy. Don't just stay there and keep doing that same exact thing. Change it up a little bit. I mean, I'm learning too, so that's just something to keep in mind. But his daily vlogs are different, and they're short, and they're very kind of like they're almost like Polaroids. That's kind of what his vlogs feel like now. They're kind of little Polaroids into his life. I don't think that's a bad thing. This is just my observation, but all in all, I think it's great that he's doing daily vlogs again. I'm excited to watch them because, and I don't know if Casey will ever see this, but just by you jumping in, by him throwing his hat in again and doing daily vlogs again and having his unique style and kind of changing his unique style and playing around with things, it gives us tiny, minuscule YouTubers like myself hope, and it kind of gives me an encouragement to keep going and to not stop, because I think it's so easy for us smaller channels starting out. It's so easy for us to kind of just throw our hands in the air and just want to quit and just stop. This is obviously not working. I'm not building an audience. Maybe my content sucks. I guess I'm done. Let me just move on. But when you see somebody like Casey kind of, in a way, reinvent himself, I guess, and just like us, tried something different and just want to do something because he needs a creative outlet to do it. It's encouraging. It's cool. So Casey, if you watch this, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Thank you, Casey, for something as small as just saying, I'm going to daily vlog again and make these short little daily vlogs just to kind of be creative and just do something. When you don't really have to. You could just continue living your life and enjoy the fruits of your labor, but you just want to keep pushing forward, and I admire that, and I thank you for that. Just by you doing what you do, it really inspires and encourages us to keep doing what we're trying to do. So thank you guys, and keep at it, keep doing it, because we'll keep watching and we'll keep trying to do our own. And as for me, now I have to go to work. So yeah, keep at it, Casey. Thanks.